All right, I'm on hole number 7 of the Easter 9-hole Cup. I'm in Thursday's qualifying round in the rookie division. I am on track to qualify today. Hole number 7. Hole number 7. I forgot to record hole number 5. Went and did the whole thing and went and forgot. All right, I'm gonna bring a Titan in this account. Although on my lower level account, I think I'm gonna bring a turkey ball because I think with a turkey ball, I can get the desired area to get to is right out here. Is right out here. Like if you draw a line out like this in this this area right here that's in the fairway, this is the ideal area. Because if you draw a point from where the flagpole is and the rough that's right here, and you draw this line coming through here, coming out, if you're on the upper side of that line, you've got a straight in shot where you don't have to do any maneuver in order to get around that rough. So you can see there's a very thin area out here that you can get to that's like the perfect spot. But if you can get in front of that shadow, now I can do that in my upper developed account. I can do that with a bunch of different clubs because of the distance stuff. So I can bring out a 2-power ball, a turkey ball. And when the turkey balls first came out, this hole right here was one of the holes, and the turkey ball works really good on this hole because it gives you the power you need and stuff to get out here, but then it gives you the wind that you need when you're coming for the second shot. I'm going to bring a Titan because I can. With this account, I don't have bigger hitting clubs, so I want to make sure I got. And I'm gonna bring. Man, I would rather bring my Saturn, although my backbone will work. Either one will work. I'm just gonna play it with my Saturn because I like my Saturn. Let's open up a chest, clear out a slot, getting some comments, tacking them on to the back of the list. Club cards just take a long time. That's the whole thing. That's what cracks me up about the whole thing is if you have a bunch of accounts, it's gonna take forever to get a really good set of clubs. Whereas if you only have a couple accounts and you're swapping back and forth between them and you've got a practice account and your main account and you're playing those two accounts, you can kind of keep them up where they're building up relatively fast and they're the same. But when you have multiple accounts, you're always going to have that variance. And having better clubs is the whole, I mean, it makes this game, you're going to be, if you play it honestly, where like my 77 account is an expert and it's expert rated, it will always play against experts. My odd account always plays against masters. This account right here, I've raised its level up to pro. So I got to pro 2 so that I would be matched up against pros in the tournament. Okay, I want to hit it into that area right there. Then I'm going to have to adjust to the wind. Where did I catch that? It's either 1 ring great or 2 rings great to the left. I'm trying to get above that shadow up into that area right there. And so when you spin and look, I just need a little bit more distance to clear that peninsula so I have a straight in shot at the cup. That peninsula right there is a freaking magnet. And when I talk about being 2 rings of separation off of any transitional surface, and a lot of you out there just go, oh, you scoff. The first time you clip that rough right there and roll down that hill and end up at the bottom of that, you will start thinking 2 rings of separation. Because this hole right here is tricky to get into. Okay, my Saturn hits 2 per ring. Let's see where I'm at in my club. I'm right at max club, so it's 2 per ring. And I got real close to being able, you can see where my first bounce and my second bounce are. I got real close to that area down there where I can get aggressive on the hole, where I have that 2 rings of separation and I can get aggressive. That's going to go to the inside of the cup. Okay, it's 2 per ring. So there's 2, that leaves me 1, 6, there's 3. It's about 1, 6. Not doing any special wind adjustments, just a normal one. I think I hit it great. Looked perfect. When I released it, it was perfect, but it was still rolling. Rolling. Perfect would have been perfect. If you record your own gameplay, and when you're out practicing or when you're in these qualifying rounds and you're in these rounds, if you go out there at the beginning of the week and you shoot shots without doing any elevation adjustments, you just do your wind numbers based off of where your club is in its range. Is it in max, mid, or min? And you just do your normal wind ring adjustments and try and hit it perfect. You will find out every hole that you need to make an elevation adjustment or where you need to line it up a little bit different, because what will happen is you'll hit a shot perfect and it'll be either in the hole or it'll be off the hole. And so you can go back and watch your video and make sure that you made the right wind adjustment. And then the next time you're on that hole, my typical MO is that I shoot the same shot again. I don't add on any elevation. I try and hit it perfect again. And I want to see if I can replicate my results and end up off. And then if I end up off a second time, then that tells me, okay, I have to make an adjustment or I'm going to continue to be off. So then I'll add on like depending on how far it looks like you're off, I'll add on like 10%. And then if I'm still off, then I may make a big jump and jump like 30 just so that I can get on the other side of the hole, just so that I can establish a range. But I usually start my week off and I like to go just shoot these holes, because it's easier when you go back and watch them if you just shoot them and you just do that, so that you can start making adjustments and you can learn from the shots that you've taken, instead of coming in at the beginning of the week and having a bunch of extra adjustments on there and then you want to make, and then it's not working, so then you have to go back. So it's always best to just start at the beginning, start just with base numbers and then move up from there. All right, that was hole number 7 of the Easter 9-hole cup. Thanks for watching.